sometimes when you've been out for such a long time, you kind of forget how tough it can be in there. And the Mexican was a tough fighter. He's never been stopped in 38 fights, and as you see, there was bombs landing on him, and he was holding up. And like, fair play to him. He must have a chin made of iron.
I got the impression, like, when I spoke to Eddie yesterday, I think you guys were probably expecting to stop him within 4 or 5 rounds. At what point did you realise this may well go the distance?
Probably after the third round, when he got nailed badly and he was out on his feet, and then he come back at the end of the round. And I think Conor boxed well. He's making him miss a lot, and he was connecting with the shots that he was throwing, but obviously he weren't going anywhere. So I think he realised after a few rounds that he weren't going anywhere, and even when he was catching him with the big bombs, he was still keeping calm and defending, and it was a good performance, and it was a valuable 10 rounds.
Any concerns in there? At any point did you tell Conor maybe pull back a bit because you don't want to empty your tank? Because it seemed like there were some times where you hurt him, but you were thinking twice about unloading too much.
Yeah, he was hurting him, but as you say, I think he realised he ain't going to go nowhere no matter what you hit him with. So, you got to be conservative sometimes and be smart. And I think he boxed well enough for his comeback fight, and it's just onwards now after this fight.
Do you think could have done more body work?
Maybe, yeah, because I think he was hurting into the body. In the later rounds, he started working the body more. So, but it's all things that come to you when you ain't been in the ring, and then when you're back in the ring, things come to you bit by bit.
And the last thing, obviously someone's mentioned it to you earlier, Chris EUBANK Jr. put an emoji up of sleeping, suggesting that he was bored. How valuable were the rounds, and are you confident that, I think Eddie suggested December the 23rd, you will have been told that. Are you confident and happy to go ahead for the EUBANK fight on that date?
If Matchroom make the EUBANK fight, we'll be happy to go through with it, You can see with your own eyes that Conor Ben punches a lot harder than Liam Smith. So when we see what happened in the first fight, I think the second fight he was just fortunate that Liam wasn't in any shape whatsoever and made him look good. But listen, fair play to him. He come back from getting knocked out, and he won the fight. But let's not go on how good a performance he was, because he was fighting someone who was like not even throwing back at him. So we'll see if he can take the bombs, because I don't believe his chin's as tough as Rodolfo's chin.
Final message for Team EUBANK, and I'll let you go, Tony.
Let's get it on. If it gets on, it gets on. If it don't, Conor's got a lot of options anyway. He'll drop back down to 147 and look at options there, maybe going for world titles there, because he'll go back in the rankings now.
Tony Simmons, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.